Good morning, if anyone is awake. It is where I'm at 2:13 in the morning. So, whole bunch of stuff is going on. And I'm streaming right now on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, DLive, and Twitch. You can tune into any of those. All the chats are integrated if you tune into this. You can chat amongst each other if you tune into any of those platforms. The Kingsman Report on Twitch, DLive, and Ryan Barnes on Facebook, and then Kingsman Report Live Podcast on YouTube and Periscope. It is also streaming on Twitter. So I'm just going over tweets, because so many of them are coming out right now. This one just came out. Looks like even Israel is preparing for whatever is coming. So it says, where is it? Hello. And I don't know what time. There may be people tune in from all over the place on here. Checkpoints in Golan Heights have been erected as part of the heightened security situation in the region. Flights suspended in airports in Libya capital Tripoli amid rocket attack threats. So much stuff coming out right now. So, in case you're living under a rock, there was an assassination of 12:15 in Cali. Right on. You can see my clock there. It's 2:15 here in Oklahoma. Yeah, so if you've been living under a rock, it got crazy yesterday. So, and what is trending right now on Twitter is World War III. And it says Pentagon confirms a U.S. ordered airstrike which killed Iranian General Qasem Soleimani. I guess his name is, I'm not sure, but so in a statement, the Pentagon announced that at the direction of U.S. President Donald Trump, the country's military carried out an airstrike targeting Iranian General Qasem Soleimani near Baghdad Airport, according to Iraq TV. There's so much stuff coming out, according to this right now. Uh, 17 minutes ago from AFP news agency, U.S. killing of Iran general will increase tensions. That came from Moscow. And they're also giving this warning: U.S. citizens should depart via airline while possible, and failing that, to other countries via land. The U.S. Embassy in Baghdad urges American citizens in Iraq to depart immediately for fear of fallout from U.S. killing of top Iran and Iraq commanders. This is one I was going to show too. This is 14 minutes ago. It says Mount Hermon Ski Resort in Golan Heights is closed. Come on. IDF readying reinforcements to air defense units in northern Israel. Defense Minister Bennett. This thing is acting right now. And Netanyahu remaining in Athens for now. Directive to ministers to keep mouths shut. Israeli minister puts all embassies on heightened alert and bolstered security at more sensitive overseas sites, anticipating possible Iranian response. Okay, I'm gonna play this video.
ماشي هاي راجمات وهاي والمطار وهاي الله اكبر لا تخافون بابا اسمعوا تعال فوتوا بالغرفه لا تخافوا اشهد ان لا اله الا الله الله اكبر الله اكبر راس لا تخافوا ما تشي لا تخافون على المطار لا تخافون على المطار هذول لا تخافوا ماشي هاي راجمات وهاي والمطار وهاي الله اكبر لا تخافون بابا اسمعوا تعال فوتوا بالغرفه لا تخافوا اشهد ان لا اله الا الله الله اكبر الله اكبر راس لا تخافوا ما تشي لا تخافون على المطار لا تخافون على المطار هذول لا تخافوا
You can clearly see that. I mean,
ماشي هاي راجمات وهاي والمطار وهاي
but yes, that's the that was the airstrike on it. This was on Twitter. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going through my Twitter feed because so much new information is coming out. Everybody over in the Middle East right now is securing everything. They're shutting every resort down. They're telling every U.S. citizen to get out. Um, this shit's gonna hit the fan here pretty soon. So what I'm gonna do here? I mean, said, what do you think about Trump tweeting the flag, dude? It's fixing to get hardcore. What I'm gonna do here with these, I mean, I think it's awesome, but what I'm fixing to do here is these tweets. I'm gonna throw them over to the so you guys can go. You can look at these yourself. So that tweet I just threw up in the comment section there, that is the airstrike. 16 minutes ago, Pentagon on Soleimani assassination. U.S. will continue to take all necessary action to protect our people and interests wherever they are around the world. Okay, this says if Soleimani really came to Baghdad from Syria just a few minutes before he joined his friends in hell, probably it was Camwings flight number 6Q501, his last flight. So I'm going to throw all these links, all these. My Twitter will stop being an asshole. I'm going to throw all these links to these tweets over in the section there for you guys. Any of you guys seen the memes that are going around Twitter, by the way? This guy's a goon and a half. 1 hour ago, top Iraqi Shiite cleric, leader of the Sardis movement, announces reactivation of anti-U.S. Mahdi army to defend Iraq. And also, if you guys want to call in, I do have my phone line open, so you guys can call in. Number scrolling at the bottom of the screen. You can call in live, 140-8638-0968, and the meeting ID 534-233-4758. If you have any articles you want to share, you can send those to the email scrolling across the bottom of the screen as well. 26 minutes ago, Sky News. Iran's supreme leader has called the general killed by U.S. airstrike the international face of resistance and declared 3 days of public mourning. Here's the one I was telling you about 25 minutes ago. They're telling all Americans to leave. Alright, I'm gonna refresh this and see what new tweets are coming out. This is from Reuters. 39 seconds ago, Pentagon says Iran commander Solomon was developing plans to attack Americans. I think I may open this article and read it and retweet it. The article says Pentagon says Iranian commander Soleimani was developing plans to attack Americans. A U.S. strike killed Iran Quds Force Chief Qasem Soleimani, the Pentagon said on Thursday, adding Soleimani was actively developing plans to attack Americans in Iraq and in the Middle East. At the direction of President Donald Trump, the U.S. military has taken decisive defensive action to protect U.S. personnel abroad by killing Qasem Soleimani, and the Pentagon said in a statement. The strike was aimed at deterring future Iranian attack plans. It says, adding that the United States will continue to take necessary action to protect Americans and interests around the world. The Pentagon said that Soleimani had, quote, orchestrated attacks on coalition bases in Iraq over the past few months and approved the attacks on the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad this week. U.S. officials speaking on the condition of anonymity said that Soleimani had been killed in a drone strike in Baghdad, and I shared that link in the comments over there in the chat. It says one U.S. official said the Iraqi militia commander Abdul Mahdi al-Muhandis was also believed to have been killed in the strike, according to initial information, though he was not the preliminary target or primary target. The official said the Pentagon was aware of the possibility of an Iranian response and U.S. military officials were ready to defend themselves. The official did not rule out any additional U.S. troops or military assets going to the region. Democratic Senator Chris Murphy said while Soleimani was, quote, an enemy of the United States, the killing could put more Americans at risk. One of the reasons we don't generally assassinate foreign political officials is the belief that such action will get more, not less, Americans killed, Murphy said on Twitter. That should be our real pressing and grave worry tonight, he said. Former U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, said that Soleimani's death should be applauded by all who seek peace and justice. Earlier on Thursday before the strike, the U.S. Defense Secretary Mark Esper said there were indications Iran forces it backed may be planning additional attacks, warning that the, quote, game has changed and it was possible that the United States might have to take preemptive action to protect American lives. All right. Israel Air Force jets over South Lebanon at low altitude 36 seconds ago. Honestly, who I'm waiting to get involved. What? Alright. 21 seconds ago, live update, Iraq PMF commander calls all fighters to, quote, be ready after U.S. strike. U.S. killing of Iranian general risks dangerous escalation, Pelosi. Iraq Prime Minister says UK strike threatens devastating war. Alright, here I'm going to play this video. It says that this is graphic, so
واحدة قاعد طلعها من ليفلهم ما صاير. واحدة قاعد طلعها من ليفل.
if they're just joining, I'm going over Twitter because a lot of crap's coming out right now. By the way, if you guys didn't see the video, I went live yesterday. Go to a YouTube channel, and it's on the brush fire in Australia, and how they're going to put in a super rail through there in the same area that it's being burned to the ground. Embassy in Baghdad urges American citizens to depart Iraq immediately. Iran decides to follow through on its vow of harsh retaliation for the killing of its top general in U.S. airstrike near Baghdad airport. It can call upon heavily armed allies across the Middle East. We may have just drawn ourselves. We may have just kicked off World War III. I'll be right back. If we're just stopping in, I'm just going through Twitter because there's a lot of stuff coming out of the Middle East right now. They're shutting down the embassies everywhere, warning everybody to get out. Israel shutting down Golan High ski resorts. They're shutting down everything. Netanyahu staying in. Where was he at? I think he's over in Egypt right now. They're doing a gas deal over there for pipeline. Okay, so this just came out. France says world more dangerous after U.S. killing of Iran general. And I'm also putting these tweets, links to these tweets, over here in the comment section. The chat's open, the phone line's open if anyone wants to call in. The information's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. You can also send articles, information that way. The email address. China urges calm and restraint after U.S. kills Iranian general. As soon as they see a vulnerability, they're going to leap right on in there. Said this was going to happen. I live streamed maybe a month ago, and I called all this crap. I said it was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to happen like this, obviously. And it was, funny enough, titled World War III. I'm going to do something else here. See if there's any footage coming out anywhere yet. I don't know if you guys still see the link in there. If you go to my Twitter, I retweeted it, but I had the over the horizon there. You could see the airstrike. Nothing yet. Israeli Prime Minister will be cutting his trip to Greece short and will return to Israel today. So he wasn't supposed to. He said he was going to stay out till Saturday. Tomorrow, I guess he's gonna go ahead and come back. If I don't talk a lot, you can see my clock says 2:45 in the morning, and I'm already did a live stream. I just got finished editing a podcast and uploading it, so fairly tired. Live update: Hezbollah's Nasrallah vows to avenge Soleimani's death. Okay, it says U.S. killing of Iranian commander on Iraqi soil may ignite devastating war. It's coming out of RT. See what they gotta say. Something about violating the terms of our soldiers being there. Alright, it says U.S. killing of Iranian commander in Iraqi soil may ignite devastating war. Iraqi minister. You can see their lovely crap they're doing. It says the interim prime minister of Iraq has condemned the U.S. assassination of senior Iranian commander, calling it an act of aggression against this country. Qassam Soleimani was killed at Baghdad airport. Soleimani, the commander of the elite Quds force, was killed after his convoy was hit by a U.S. missile. The deputy commander of the Popular Mobilization Forces, the Iraqi militia collective backed by Iran, was killed in the same airstrike. In a statement on Friday, the caretaker leader of Iraqi's protest challenged government, Adil Abdul Mahdi, that the U.S. assassination operation was a flagrant violation of Iraq's sovereignty and an insult to the dignity of his country. He stressed that the U.S. has violated the terms under which American troops were allowed to stay in Iraq with the purpose of training Iraqi troops and fighting the jihadist organization, the Islamic State, formerly those guys. And he added that the killing may trigger a major escalation of violence as a result in a, quote, devastating war in Iraq that will spill out into the region. The Iraqi government has called on the parliament to hold an emergency session to discuss an appropriate response. Also, it says the killing of Soleimani marks a significant escalation in U.S. confrontation with Iran, and Washington considers the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, to which the Quds belong, a terrorist organization, and claims that the slain commander was plotting attacks on American citizens. Iran said the Quds commander was targeted for his personal contribution to defending IS in Iraq and Syria, and Soleimani drove Iran's support for militias in both countries that fought against the terrorist force. See what's coming out now. Yeah, I read this earlier. It says Mount Hermon and Golan Heights is closed to skiing in addition to checkpoints set up in northern Israel as the country braces for possible retaliation from Iran. Article says how airstrike on Iranian general unfolded in Baghdad. New details have emerged about the U.S. airstrike that killed Revolutionary Guard General Qasem Soleimani, the powerful head of Iran's elite Quds force at Baghdad International Airport. The attack unfolded early on Friday local time in the precision strike on two cars that were carrying Soleimani and Iraq-based PMF militiamen who were picking him up from the airport. Soleimani had just arrived in Baghdad on a flight from Syria. Airport logs show that Chawing's flight arrived from Damascus at 12:43 a.m. Friday Baghdad time, but it's unclear whether Soleimani was on that commercial flight or a private charter. 4 precision missiles struck the two cars carrying Soleimani and his entourage. According to U.S. officials, the cars were struck on an access road near the Baghdad airport. Soleimani had just arrived on a flight from Syria and was in a car leaving the airport when missiles and the drone killed him. Wow. U.S. officials speaking on the condition of anonymity says Soleimani had been killed in a drone strike. Iran's Revolutionary Guard said he was killed in the attack by American helicopters. They also killed Abdul Mahdi al-Mohandes, the deputy commander of Iran-backed militias in Iraq, known as the Popular Mobilization Forces, which were responsible for the recent attack on the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad, officials said. And 2 officials from the PMF said Soleimani's body was torn to pieces in the attack, while they did not find the body of al-Mohandes. Senior politician said Soleimani's body was identified by the ring he wore. Photos from the scene show his hand with a large ring that looks identical to the one Soleimani is seen wearing in old photos. Yeah, if you haven't seen that picture going around, he's obviously dead in it, and that ring is on there. Minutes before the White House released their statement, Trump tweeted a U.S. flag without comment. Oh, wow. So this is that one I just posted. You can look at the comments here. God bless President Trump. Nice, well done, Mr. Trump. And then you got this guy here. It says down with USA, down with Israel, down with international terrorist state USA. U.S. Embassy in Baghdad has released a statement urging American citizens in Iraq to depart immediately following U.S. airstrike on Baghdad International Airport. There's a picture of the wreckage there. Played the video earlier. I don't think I retweeted it. Nope. Lindsey Graham praises airstrikes on Iranian general as fellow Republican Kevin McCarthy hails Trump's display of resolve. You can see this. I'll make this bigger for you. See that ring right there on this guy's pinky finger was the one that was in the photo that they took of the corpse. That ring was on the finger. And that's how they identified him. So, what I'm going to do here, I don't know who's watching that. I'm going to play this. Alright. So if you haven't seen this, this is the actual airstrike.
ماشي لا تخافون. على المطار لا تخافون، على المطار. هذول لا تخافون. ماشي هاي راجمات وهاي المطار وهاي. الله اكبر. لا تخافون بابا اسمع، تعال فوتوا بالغرفة لا تخافون. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر. راس يدخل ماشي لا تخافون. على المطار لا تخافون، على المطار. هذول لا تخافون.
That's the actual airstrike. Alright, it says it's from Aurora Intel. Internet and mobile phone signal in northern Israel is currently experiencing intermittent issues. It is suspected this is due to ongoing security-related activities. Yeah, basically everybody is fired up that is surrounding Israel. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night or a morning or whatever. 3 o'clock in the morning. I need to get some sleep. But I'm going to keep this thumbnail up and stuff. If stuff starts going off, then I'm going to leave everything the same and I'll just pop right back on here. And it'll stream on everything. So follow the channel. It'll stream on Periscope or Twitter, Facebook, my personal page, DLive, and Twitch. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. But I'm gonna continue to watch this. Everyone's gonna continue to watch this. So as things progress, then I'll be back. So you guys have a good night. I'll see you probably later on this afternoon.